In the last 2 months, I launched 2 brand new YouTube channels. One is already sitting at 35,000 subscribers. The other one is about to hit 9,000 subscribers in just a few weeks. And both of these channels are pulling in tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of views per video. I'm going to show you how to do the exact same in any niche. Because, guys, I achieved this by completely ignoring all the YouTube gurus' advice, like copying competitors or outlier ideas. I mean, that's a failing strategy with the new YouTube algorithm. See, because recently a competitor of mine copied one of my videos. He got 300,000 views. I only got 130,000 views, but there's a catch here. The big difference is I had 8,000 subscribers and he had 500,000 subscribers, meaning my view to subscriber ratio was 16x, his was 0.6x. He should have got 1 million or more views, but he broke a key new rule of the YouTube algorithm: do not copy. Today, I'm going to show you a better, faster, and easier strategy than copying your competitors. I'm going to show you how to get results like this in any niche, and how to be first to the best video ideas, so your competitors are left with no choice but to copy you instead of you copying them. Let's get started. So first, I need to explain why the era of copying is over on YouTube. YouTube has evolved its entire recommendation engine. They built something called the large recommender model. This is Gemini retrained specifically for YouTube. And the key innovation is something called Semantic ID. Every video now gets broken down based on its title, transcript, audio, and the actual video content. So it's not just the metadata anymore, it's everything now. So the algorithm doesn't just know what your video says it's about, it knows what your video is actually about because it's watched it. And if you copy someone's video, the system can see right through it. It has zero reason to recommend your version over the one that's already proved itself. So copying is dead, it's over. And we need to talk about what the alternative is. Now look, I split YouTube ideas up into 3 levels. I split ideation up into 3 levels. Level 1 is copying. This is where you find outlier videos in your niche and you essentially copy them. That is dead, right? We're not going to talk about that today because it's over. If you don't know what an outlier is, by the way, no worries, I'm going to explain that later because it's a massive trap that YouTube gurus sell. Anyway, level 2, let's talk about level 2. This is genetic engineering. This is similar. You find outlier videos in your niche, but instead of copying them, you genetically engineer them. You do it just enough so that YouTube's algo considers them new videos. This is good, it works. If my competitor did this with my video, he would have got 1 million views, not just 300,000 views. But this is still not the best. The best is level 3, be first. This is the top level strategy. This is where you are the one who gets copied. Now, I'm going to break down level 2 and level 3 for you. But to do so, I need to explain 2 scores: outlier score and runner score. You've probably never heard of runner score. And in case you've never heard of outlier score, let me explain it. Outlier scores are popular in the YouTube space, but they're a trap. You basically take the channel's average views across all of their videos. Let's say that number is 10,000 views average across their videos. Then any video above that is an outlier. If the video has 20K views, it's a 2x outlier. If the video has 40K views, it's a 4x outlier. You get the idea, right? But this score is a trap, because it doesn't take into consideration how many subscribers the channel actually has. Now, let's say a channel has 1 million subscribers and it gets on average 100,000 views per video. Then all of a sudden, it gets a video that has 300,000 views. That's marked as a 3x outlier by these tools, but really 300K isn't that impressive when you have 1 million subscribers. You're still underperforming overall. That's why runner scores are better. Runners are essentially your view to sub ratio. Let's say you have 10,000 subscribers, you get 100,000 views. You've got a 10x runner score. These are true breakout videos. These are the videos you want to genetically modify, genetically engineer, because they are the ones that get attention despite subscriber count. They are the ones that the YouTube algorithm can't help but push out. It has to push them out. Now let's talk about level 2. We're going to start with level 2 and then go on to level 3. This isn't as good as level 3, but you need to learn it because it is a powerful tool. So step 1. You need to find runners, but you can't just scroll through YouTube and find them. That's going to take you forever. You need to know the channel subscriber count at the time of upload, calculate the ratio, blah, blah, blah. It takes too long. That's why I built this database inside of TubeAI. This is completely free, by the way. Our Outlier database is free. There's a link to it below. So what you want to do once you get onto the platform is you want to click Outliers here. You want to select your niche. It might have it selected by default. I'm going to add a second niche here, personal finance, because I'm also in that niche. After that, you want to click Advanced Filters, and from the Advanced Filters, you want to come down to this Runner Multiplier and click 5x. This is going to filter out anything that is a 5x runner or more. From here, you also want to push this Views thing up to about 50K. This is just going to filter out a lot of small channels that might have 100 subscribers and they got 1,000 views on a video. That's not actually useful data, but it would come up as a 10x runner because technically it is. So you want to ensure that the video has at least a decent amount of views. And then you want to select the dates, right? So depending on your niche, sometimes for niches, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, it doesn't matter how old it is, the idea could still be good. Some niches need fresher ideas. So you could click like last month, for example, and this is gonna remove videos that aren't from the last month. So now you're instantly looking at videos that performed way above average. They punched above their weight massively. For example, this one here, if you don't understand the petrodollar, you don't understand geopolitics. Now, this is something that I could potentially do on one of my channels, but I don't want to copy it exactly, right? This is a video that the algorithm pushed like crazy, 1.7 million views. That is a 13x, almost 14x runner on this guy's channel. Massive. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to click spin-off ideas, and this is going to open up Hugo. Now, Hugo is not free, but I'm going to show you a free version, how to do this completely for free. Hugo costs a few credits. You get a bunch of free credits when you create a trial account, so you could do this for free, technically speaking. But I'm also going to show you a free version on how to do it with just any other LLM, right? So we don't want to copy this video. We want to genetically engineer it, because every viral video has DNA. YouTube sequences that DNA and it calls it semantic ID. That's what we've already talked about. So copying gets penalized, but if you spin off an idea, it doesn't. So this is where Hugo comes in. This is where he shines. He's watched 212 million YouTube videos. He's by far the best AI for YouTube, and he's trained to take an idea, change its DNA just enough while maintaining the quality of that idea. So we click spin-off. From here, I'm going to select this option here, give me 5 unique spin-off ideas, and I'm going to hit this. So this sends a message to him. What Hugo's doing right here, he's looking into his brain of 212 million YouTube videos. He's looking at competitor channels to yours, looking at their videos, what they've done recently, reading comments on their videos to understand what their audience wants. He's looking at your videos, reading your audience's comments to understand what your audience wants. He's going to X, Twitter, he's going to Reddit, he's going to Google, he's going to various news websites, he's looking all over the internet. He's bringing all of that data together to genetically alter this video and give you ideas with the best possible chance of success. So he's analyzing millions of data points every time he does this. So the petrodollar is dead. Here's why silver replaces oil. That's a nice spin-off on this, because now we're targeting silver. Silver is a trending topic right now. So now we've got 2 trending topics in one title. Awesome suggestion. Nixon's 1971 lie is about to blow up again. Saudi Arabia just betrayed the US dollar. What happens next? These kind of betrayed titles, they do really, really well. How the US weaponized the dollar. So these are great spin-off ideas. They're taking this core concept and spinning it off. Now I'm going to show you how to do this on any LLM you want. I'm going to use Perplexity, but you could use whatever LLM. You could use Claude, you could use ChatGPT, totally up to you. I just like Perplexity because it's good at research, and it's probably one of the best ways to do this on a free-ish LLM. So I'm going to go over to Perplexity. I'm going to copy this prompt. I'm going to paste this prompt in, but I'm also going to need the actual video that I want to copy. Well, not copy, sorry, genetically engineer. I'm going to grab the video right here. I'm going to go to a YouTube transcript grabber. You can just Google this. Google YouTube transcript grabber and you'll find one. They're all pretty much the same. I'm just going to paste the video in there, and I'm going to go ahead and copy the transcript. Come back to Perplexity. Give me 5 unique spin-off ideas, blah, blah, blah. Here is the transcript. Paste in the transcript. Now Perplexity is just going to go ahead and he's going to give me a bunch of different ideas. So this is like a light version of Hugo. The ideas aren't going to be as good, but if you're on a budget, you could do it this way. BRICS versus the petrodollar, that's a decent one. I could see that doing good. I could see this one doing pretty good too. And I could see this one doing okay. Yeah, so there you go. That's how you do it with Perplexity for free. That's it. That's level 2. And honestly, if my competitor had done this instead of copying my video frame for frame, he probably would have hit 1 million views with his 500K subscribers, but he didn't, because he cloned when he should have genetically engineered. Now, let's talk about level 3 because this is how you get videos like mine on YouTube. Videos that your competitors can't help but copy. Level 3 is where you stop reacting and you start leading. This is where you're the one making the videos that everyone else copies. I've said that twice already, sorry. And the way you do this is by finding ideas before anyone else does. See, most creators are looking at the same place, YouTube, for ideas. They are searching YouTube for outliers, they are watching other YouTubers, what they're posting, and they're all reacting to the same videos at the same time. That's why you see 5 channels post the same topic in the same week. They all found the same outlier, they all copied it, and now they're all splitting it again, over all the audiences, right? So you get 5 videos split across 5 different audiences. It just doesn't work. Level 3 creators don't do that. They find the idea before it hits YouTube. Now, I'm going to explain 2 ways to do this. There's an easy way, which is with Tube AI. Then there's a slightly harder way. So I'm going to walk you through both ways. That way, you know, if you want to do it for free, you can. So with Tube AI, that's our viral idea generator. This is generally the most powerful tool we have on the whole website. This is how you use the viral idea generator. It's very, very easy. All you do is click new ideas, you put your channel in here. Now, if you're new to YouTube and you don't have a channel yet, or you're just getting started, you can actually put a competitor's channel in there and it's gonna run a viral idea search based on their channel, which is gonna give you some banger ideas. A lot of the times I've run this on competitor channels, I end up doing the same video they're doing, but I get it out before them, which is just crazy, right? So you could put in a competitor's channel. I'm just going to put in my channel because my channel is nicely established now. Leave the generation mode to auto, and I'm just going to remove any instructions there. But if you want to give it a bit more of scope, right? If you want to give it a narrow lane to go into, like you specifically today want ideas on a specific topic, you could fill in some instructions there. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to hit generate ideas. Now, while this is scanning, I'm going to tell you exactly what's happening here. Hugo is going out to Google, he's going out to Reddit, he's going out to X, he's looking all over to try and find the best viral ideas. He's also looking at all your competitors' channels, a bunch of different competitors. Look at how many he's going through right now. He's collecting sometimes 20, 30, 40, 50,000 different ideas and then running them by what your audience wants right now or what people, the audience of people in your niche want right now, and then finding the perfect ideas. Also looking for gaps, what your competitors are talking about, but what they're missing. That's what he's looking for. So we'll just let this run and we'll come back in a few minutes. And there we go. We now have 12 viral ideas. You'll see 6 on this screen. And if you hit show more ideas, you can see all of them. The ideas have several scores. They have a virality score. This indicates what the chances are that they will go viral. It has estimated views, which tends to be pretty accurate. It has a competition score. So a low competition score means it's a really, really good gap. It means one of your competitors might have done something similar, but they missed a key thing that your audience really, really wants. So you want to pick ones with low or medium competition. You'll sometimes get one that has high competition here. They tend to not perform as well because other people have done those already. But low to medium competition are the best bets. So that's how you use the viral idea generator. That's the whole game at level 3, finding gaps before anyone else does. That's how I found the gap that allowed me to create this video and that allowed me to create this video that got 230,000 views on a channel that only had 20,000 subscribers at the time. Because when you're first to a topic, you get all the benefits. YouTube has no competing videos to recommend instead of yours. There's demand and yours is the only one out there. Yours is the one that gets pushed. Every viewer searching for that topic finds you. And when your competitors inevitably catch on and make their version 3 days later, guess what? The algorithm already chose you. You're the original, they are the copy, and we already know how the algorithm treats copies in 2026. That's exactly how I built my latest channel, Finance Blaze, to 10,000 subs in just a few weeks, and how I got monetized on this channel in 3 days. I wasn't sitting around waiting for other finance channels to post bangers and then react to them. And mind you, by the way, finance is one of the toughest niches to break into, and you can see how successful I was breaking into it using this strategy. It's very simple. I was finding the narratives before they hit YouTube. Now you can do this for free. You don't need Tube AI. In fact, I built Tube AI because I wanted to automate a lot of my processes, but I've been doing this for free for years on every channel that I've ever hosted or managed. So I'm going to walk you through how to do it for free. The secret is, it's basically what Tube AI is doing. It's basically what Hugo is doing on Tube AI. You go to X, You find the top people in your niche and you create a list on X, right? Then every single morning you wake up, you read tweets from the top X influencers in your niche. But more importantly, you need to read the comments. You do the same for Reddit. You sign up to the top subreddits, you read the comments. You do the same for your competitors on YouTube. Watch their videos, but then you read the comments and you get a vibe for what the people in your niche want to hear about. The answer is always in the comments. This is what everyone misses. Everyone is always looking at the top performing videos, but you should be reading the comments for what's coming next. Sometimes I'll look at a YouTube video from a competitor. Now I do it with Hugo, but I used to do this manually. I'd look at a competitor's YouTube video, I'd see the top 3 comments, and they would give me hints on what I should be doing instead. They hide what people who are interested in your niche, your future audience, your current audience, what they really want to watch. And that's the difference between level 2 and 3. Level 2, you find a proven winner and you engineer something new from it, which is great, it works. Level 3, you find the winner before it even exists. Both work, but level 3 is how you build a channel that leads instead of follows. It's how you become the channel that everyone else is copying. And level 1's worthless. Stop doing it, please. I'll see you in the next one. Guys, I'm just gonna add a little bonus part to this video because I just noticed something about this video I found that has 1.8 million views, mental, for a 129K sub channel. I realized I'd seen this title somewhere before, and I realized the same guy who copied my video, he copied this video and it performed horribly. Why did it perform horribly? Because of Semantic ID. Let's look at his channel. Look at this. If you don't understand the petrodollar, you don't understand money. So he basically copied this idea. The only difference is geopolitics. Really interesting stuff there. That just kind of proves that Semantic ID is absolutely thrashing anyone who does an exact copy. Because what did he get? He got 165,000 views, which is well below his channel's average. And this guy got 1.8 million views. That's why you do not copy, and that's some proof for you right there.